Welcome to Goddess Nakbalan Chronicles. Here we rise in faith, speak life, and walk in the power of the Most High. Welcome if you're new to the channel. How you guys doing? I was supposed to be here yesterday, but I don't know what's going on. I just probably need to get a different multivitamin for these hot sweats. But anyway, I came today to share dreams, right? And the dream I had, which was yesterday, no, day before yesterday, I noticed that there's some darkness or some kind of weird entity in my energy, and I believe it could be either a warlock, somebody that was not even my ex, because this person was just somebody I met on the marketplace. Was something very low vibrational I did. I should have never did it. When I met the person, I was walking in circles until I got home. I was crying. It was a whole mess, right? I still ignored the signs, and I think up to this day, this person is a dark person, right? This person doesn't even like the blinds open, right? Very low vibrational, um, sex demon, um, and I believe they think they're a trickster, but I think they're trying to do some kind of love spell. So I wanted to talk about their dreams, and also I wanted to talk about this movie I saw where to me it was like a warning, because some people feel like it's a joke when they playing around with rituals and spells and things like that. So this movie I watched, because I don't do promo, so I'm just gonna talk about what I saw. The guy wanted the woman so bad. Now he realized when he got her, and the way how he got her was through this one wish. I think you break it, you make one wish. I think it's like a monkey paw, similar, but I think the monkey paw is where you make three wishes. But anyhow, he wanted her so bad. There's a point where she got under that spell from him wanting her to be in love with him, or I guess him wanting to be intimate with her as well. So a lot of men sometimes just lust. They don't really want you. And I want to say men and women, because not one opposite sex is both genders. And I noticed that this person wanted to have her. When he had her, he really realized that what he did was wrong, because he realized that it was not her natural self. It was more forced of submission from this spell, right? So my point breaking it up is because a lot of people think that when they do spells, or because they want these people, or it's like forbidden fruit, right? My thing is, you're gonna mess around and find out, and then when that person gets obsessed with you, and then this is something that you don't want, when they start to be clingy or wanting to be around you all the time, like how some people make a joke talking about, I want to be in your skin. I don't want to be in nobody's skin. I want to be in my skin, what God gave me when I came on this planet. I don't want to be in nobody's skin. That sounds so cannibalistic, and also it sounds sick. I'm sorry. I'm not. I hear people saying it, and I'm like, ew. There's nothing cute about it. So this particular individual, I could feel them. Like they say sometimes when your boob hurts and stuff, that the person's trying to, or they're doing things, or I don't know, because that's what I feel like. Every time that I'm showing my face, this person is trying to do some kind of illmatic shit, and I'm not for the games. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the person watching me, and then I know he watching me. As a matter of fact, and I'm never going to speak your name, brother. I'm never. You understand what I'm saying? Especially what your mom's told me. You know what I'm saying? I was even holding that down. I'm not even going to say what she told me. But I would never want you. Understand that? You understand me? So I'm sorry that the people on my channel have to see, You know what I'm saying? This is my last time coming out of character. I feel you and you're making me disgusted. You understand me? You think it's a game. You keep playing in my energy like I'm a want you. I would never want you. First of all, you said that how I'm not a real woman and how I had another man and I'm a hoe and all this fucking foolishness that you made up in your fucking mind because you're retarded. And then when you freaking was telling me about, oh, do other men want me during intimacy, you're sick. And that's the reason why I don't even want to be with nobody else, because there's things that I could tell you and it's explicit and it's rated R. So I'm not going to get into that whole scene of the disgustingness that I dealt with. You understand me? And it's only because I was trying to be sociable and get back into dating and all this foolishness. Foolishness. Because look where it got me. So anyway, the guy end up dying. The lady comes out of the spell when he dies. And the thing of it is that people think it's a joke when you start to do things like that, like a deity in the darkness, and because you have to pay back your debt. When you ask for these wishes or whatever, you have to pay back the debt. So either you're going to decline in your health, or you're going to get unalived playing around with the wrong person. It's not a game out here in these streets. People think it's a joke. Oh, it's all in your mind. It's all in your mind. It's not really happening. And tarot is evil. And it's not whatever. But let me tell you something. I probably was a skeptical at first. But now that I had listened to certain messages, and they're going to say keep you low vibrational. Yeah, maybe some of them keep you in a loop, because they don't know what they're doing, and they're just doing it because they want money and they want likes and they want people to follow them, right? I started paying attention to even some of the people that follow me. Their face was ugly. They had a stink demeanor. It was old hags. And then let me get to the dream, right? Because I don't want to lose course, but it's a lot of ugly soul people, because I ain't going to talk about exterior, because maybe they went through something, maybe they was on crack, I don't know. But a lot of these leather-faced motherfuckers that be coming on my feed, and the people that I be seeing, I'm saying to myself, these people can't be good. And my grandma used to tell me, your deeds wear on your face. Like, I'm not saying it exactly how she said it, but she's saying whatever you do in the dark comes to light, and however you are on your interior gonna show in the exterior. And I never had a problem. I was never insecure. I'm a modest person. So I'm not into when somebody might give me a compliment or whatever, I'll be modest, because you know why? I'm humble. I don't take things to the point where it gets on my head. Never. So I have men that I met, or even females or family, like, don't tell her she's smart, or don't tell her she look nice, whatever's going to get to her head. It's going to get to your head. And if you don't want to give me a compliment because you think that's something on you. And I already been full of myself since I was born. I've been full of myself. I was dancing. I was in plays. I was in a choir. I used to do talent shows. Ain't nothing new to me about this. Only reason why I did not want to come forward because I so cared about the people that I thought mattered to me. But now that I realize that these people never mattered to me, because all they did was break me down, talk about me, disrespect me, and always talking like this people that I don't even be around, they still talking about me. You understand? So anyway, at the end of the day, they work through my children. They with my youngest, and she's the weakest vessel because she want to be out there and do things she ain't supposed to be doing and eat up by the belly of the beast. She's in there and she's gonna have to find her way out. That's it. She don't want to come back home. That's fine. I never forced her. I don't even want that negativity around me because I'm in my life where it's being reset, and I really don't want any type of dark entities around me anyway. Because anybody who don't want to wash their ass, anybody who don't want to clean or brush their teeth and wash their mouth and be lively and live in the joy. I understand people go through anxiety and depression, but that ain't me. Because even though if I might be sad, that's because I feel I'm fucking human. All right? Stop the fucking dumb shit. We cry, we feel anger. Stop all this cold, dismissive things like control your emotions. Control it. Shut up. You gonna wanna be here? Don't be here. Scroll past. Thank you for the people that have 4 views. It might even be my 4 views for my 4 channels. Because I look at myself and I'm proud of myself. And every time I view my video, I make sure that I'm not going to repeat the same things, or I try to be better. I'll be like, speak up more. Look in the camera more. Face yourself more. Love yourself more. I'm all about all of that. It's in my DNA to be high vibrational. All right. So if you come in here for study or whatever you're doing, thank you for the new subscribers or no subscribers. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm still going to get it out. And I know that there's people that understand or understand where I'm coming from, and they would appreciate a sister. So if I'm cocky, if I'm cursing, I'm not spiritual enough, and then and the people that want me to do what they want me to do or see what they want to see, get off the channel. Don't be here. Because I'm moody and things is gonna happen, and I'm gonna speak how I want to speak. So don't be here. I'm so sick and tired of the foolishness now. Anyway. Then into the dream, and then the thing is that in the dream, the little dark entity, the gremlin, I don't know what it is, and then it even showed it's an old hag, cause she had, okay, let me tell you how it went. It was like probably, I don't know, it was like a award ceremony. At first I thought it was like a funeral. I was wearing black. I looked good. I even threw off some weight. I was like, wow, looking nice, right? And my hair grew because I'm trying to grow back my locks because I was told I was ugly as well. And I cut it because I wanted the love of this woman. And she, anyway. So, I'm walking into this big, like, building. It looks like almost like a theater. I know it's like an auditorium, right? And I'm walking into the auditorium, and I noticed that there's a lot of people. And it looked like it could, like, it looks, I don't know what, because I can't really explain to you guys. Like, there's a lot of people there, right? And when I noticed, I noticed it was like some people staring at me, and then it was like a mother figure, a elder, and she had like a program, right? You get a program, or I don't know. Then I'm still trying to figure out if it was like a eulogy. I'm not sure. But anyway, I'm just gonna grab my little book, and she's like this, and then it slowly come down, and she just keep screwing up her face. I'm like, ew, right? Then a lady in a yellow blazer, she embraced me, she hugs me. But the funny thing is that it was like the guy that helped in my birth process. He came forward on a chair, and he said, "I'm proud of you," which invoked emotions because I'm like, he ain't never tell me he proud of me. He ain't never say nothing about he loved me, none of that. So I already know that was not my father. I already knew it was a demon. And people like to say, demons, ain't that ain't it? Yes, it is. And so this person think they could have tricked me into lowering my guard, right? Because usually I'm a fighter. I don't really like people touching me, even in dreams or even in the 3D. So in the 5D, I know I'll be like, I don't play them games. And so right when he got me to the point where I'm like, wow, because I ran to my daughter soon. I got first of all, the dream, then it felt like it was forever, but my daughter was like, Ma, you wasn't even asleep for like 30 minutes. And, I felt in a way to like it would happen. She think I'm making it up. So I'm going to just stop talking to people and keep it to myself. Even though I love my children, I'm gonna just stop talking to them too, because it's like I seem I have to clean out a lot of people from around me. Even my social media space, I've been deleting and blocking, because it's like I'm noticing it's a lot of people they just there, but there's no interaction. And I know sometimes you're gonna have followers or subscribers or people, but they're not gonna interact. But listen, I done seen people have people and they interact when you find your tribe, and people adore you and they want to give you uplift you and give you motivation. You understand me? So I don't care for no people that's just dead weight. You dead weight and you're hating. You're a hate and you're dead weight. So anyway, I don't care for the recognition to that point. You know what I'm saying? That people like, oh, you're not supposed to focus on money or whatever. I never focus on no money. I've been doing this and I ain't getting nothing out of it to this day. To this day. I like that guy. That's funny anyway. Um, but anyway, getting back to the dream, I started crying and I felt emotional. I don't know, but I got right up because after the fact of my dad and then the hug, because like like the it was my I don't like saying father. It was my yeah, the man that made me, helped create me, and then it was he said this is this lady, and he said Leslie. I never heard nobody named Leslie. And then he said, keep it private. But I was already being feisty because I'm always feisty. And I was like, anyway, it's on and then don't tell me to shut up. You know what I'm saying? And then here comes this man with locks. Never seen this man before. All of a sudden, he started trying to kiss me. So I'm like, this nigga astral projecting again and trying to come in my dream. You know what I'm saying? Because I know it's somebody playing around with me. So they're trying to get me to that vulnerable state and weak-minded so they could do whatever they doing. And see, I don't really understand it because I ain't doing that shit. I'm not playing them games with God. You understand what I'm saying? But anyway, I said, you just be kissing people random like that? You just going to be trying to kiss me in my mouth like that? And that was what I did. That's how I responded to the thing. Because it's a thing. And the thing got on his knees and put his head on my bosom, and then he's begging and like he was pleading and crying. So I'm like, yo, get off of me. But it's like God woke me up right away, because I never got back. Like I was so sleepy, but I was crying. I said, why? And every time I cry with a guy, it's never gonna last. It's a sign and it's a warning. When I'm crying, it's my body telling me, girl, get away and run. And I even had one, this dude, I said I love you. I don't say no love you to nobody just like that. And he gonna say I love you too. And from then I knew I had to block it. I had to get away from this person because I don't love him. You understand? The stupid me was like, oh, he sent me weed, and oh, look at me, yeah, he sent me weed in the mail. The man went through the weed and gave me a remnants of his packet, and I'm over here like, oh, he like me. Let me tell you something. I'm so glad she dead. I'm so glad she dead. That part of me was the most disgusting, poor-minded person. Listen, every time I think about this stuff that happened to me, and then I'm very proud of my babies, but the people that I was with. So I just call my babies souvenirs of what I thought was love, because it wasn't love. You understand me? And I'm so happy I broke free, and that's why I give praise to the Most High every day, and I'm thankful for every single thing in my life. Y'all don't understand. I'm so thankful for every little thing, even a little morsel, every little treat. I'm dancing up. I'm happy. Thank you, God. Thank you, God, for water to wash my ass. Cause I remember times I was homeless and I had, sorry, excuse me, I didn't have no way to wash my ass. I was going to restrooms and taking bird baths in the urinal in the stall, and trying to wash myself with bottles of water. You know what I'm saying? To get the debris and the dirt and the stink off of me from the hot sun. Sleeping in my car and all leather seats, no AC in Vegas, bro. You understand? I've been through the trenches. I know what it is. I slept in abandoned buildings. I have rats crawling on me. I know what it is. So ain't nobody could tell me or try to comfort me in any kind of way and tell me I don't know the Lord and I don't look spiritual, and coming with your ridicule. You understand me? Because you could never walk in my shoes, bro. And if you have been through the dirt and you have been through the hell and high water and the fire, I respect you. My hat's off to you. But ain't nobody gonna come in my space and disrespect the program. You heard? All right. That being said, this man or whatever, and the female that got me on the altar, whatever you're trying to do, I'm already burning up because I'm going through perimenopause. So already the hot flashes is there, and I sweat profusely. You understand me? So at the end of the day, I already been through the fire. So whatever you think you're doing, you burning me up, or whatever voodoo doll, whatever think you're doing, baby, it ain't gonna work. As you can see, I'm still here. Got a little heat rash or whatever, but that's okay. It's gonna clear up. And once I get out of this fucking hellhole here, once I get out of this shit, I know I'm gonna be in better ways. So I know that's coming too as well. Cause I'm thinking high vibrational. Ain't nobody dark over here. You understand? The only thing I like is sometimes my mood is like, sometimes like I wish I was like, I get so mad, like, you know what I mean? Because I know I'm a female and I can't beat a man. So that's just my rage. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm going to do what I want to do from now on. Before I was trying to be mindful and like, oh, no more. For who? Impress who? This is free 99. I even took down the thing feeling bad asking for donations. I don't get paid for this. Ain't nobody paying me. You giving me something? All I asked was to make sure I can get to do the incentive program so I can get enough subscribers so I can start to do really what I want to do, and to make this a beautiful thing. Also, I'm not only thinking about myself. There's other people that I want to inspire. There's a lot of ideas I have, a lot of creativity. There's a lot of things I suppress because I feel like, who am I doing this extra for? So a lot of the stuff I do for myself because I watch myself. I even give myself views. I write my own comments. You understand me? So at the end of the day, when I do this is like so therapeutic. I feel good within myself. People be trying to take away from your joy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had made a comment last year, and somebody is still responding to that comment and talking about, ironically, I don't see your point. It's done. That happened a year ago, brother. What you on there for? That's how I know. And as a man, it's always some stripping man. Will you care about what I'm thinking about? Would you care about what I'm posting? That you gotta come and talk to me about what I'm posting? Listen, I talk about all the stuff that people trying to come in and correct me about. And I've noticed too also, like, when I was talking to this public defender, people always want to talk to me like in this correction thing. And not to say I don't mind learning, because I don't know everything. I do not. I'm not going to sit here and say, yeah, I know everything. But I don't, what I do is that I dismiss when people try to correct me or tell me how to think or speak or pronounce, you know what I'm saying? That really gets to me because I never asked you anything. I can understand if I sounded uneducated or I was illiterate and I couldn't read. Then I could say, okay. But a lot of the times, there's always some stupid man that's coming to challenge me or trying to correct me. And sometimes I just be like, yeah. Because I do, and that's another thing too. I have a problem with blocking my throat chakra because sometimes I don't want to say certain things, and people always quick to like call jail or, there's a lot of people that always want to threaten me. You know what I'm saying? Or they want to humble me. You know? And I know that's what it is. But I said from this day forth, I'm not gonna be playing these games no more. So I'm gonna do what I want, say what I want, and I don't have to have no following. That's why I realized, because I was thinking to myself, and I said, you know what? The Lord didn't create me like this. Since I was a little kid, I probably used to get a little slap on the face and a little pluck on the lip or whatever. But when I realized that I don't have to no longer suppress, because I'm a grown woman living on my own. I'm not asking nobody for nothing. I've had assistance, yes, of course. I've had food stamps, you know. Um, I've had housing, and I've had housing voucher. All these kind of things just help me. I even had a man curse me about that, talking about it's a government. Yet still, he didn't have a green card and he was begging for one. And he needed sponsorship. So there's always a mother that needs something, that want to tell you that you ain't got nothing or somebody is helping. I feel like that's a blessing. God is helping. Because there's some people that ask for that help and they don't get it and they still struggling. You understand me? So at the end of the day, when somebody is trying to curse you for what God bless you for, these are jealous people. And I didn't realize at that time. And there's always some dark person or thing or somebody just trying to be in my energy because they need a benefit. That's why I stay to myself. That's why I don't care for no best friend, and I don't care for no friend, and I don't care for no man, my man, none of that shit. I only care for what God channeling in me every day, because there's times where I just want to sit still, and there's always like ideas, things is like do that, and that's why I had the 4 channels and stuff like that. And I have the different pages and all that because I have different things. I have different sides of me, So I want to express every single part of me. But I'm done with it. I'm done with worrying about being all over the place, because that's what it is. I'm a scatterbrain. I have many thoughts. I have different sides to me. People want to call me weird, strange, crazy, maniac, lunatic, whatever they want to say. I really do not care. You gotta believe me. Even if I cry, I feel passionate about something, that's because I am human. So I just wanted to come with that one and express that people think they could trick you with dreams or astral projecting or whatever you think you're doing, but you're not tricking me. I do not want you. I would never want you. You got to understand this. I do not want you. My past is in my past. Can't nobody come back and trick me. Ain't nobody try to come set me up. God showed me every single one that I recently was with. There was one with his big titties and pink ice cream, eating ass, eating yodels and shit, right? And he was trying to FaceTime me every fucking minute of the day. That's why I know this nigga ain't had shit to do. And I realized that, but when you idle, you start to do shit that got you in a stupor because like you're bored and you just saw that. But then he starts saying stuff like how when I was talking about my grandson, he gonna say how he's spoiled. First of all, you don't know my grandson. Shut the fuck up. I should have said that then. You understand? So if you watch a nigga, shut up. Then he was talking about how do you like to cook, and all he know to do is cook breakfast, trying to train me. You understand what I'm saying? Grooming me. You understand? Then he got mad because I had blocked him, and he was talking about how I was looking for you and I would have helped you. Then he wanted to talk about he gonna go half, and then calling me around old men and all these people he want to show off in front of. Yo, get the fuck out my face. I'm so glad I blocked you, bro. I'm so glad I blocked most of these people, bro. Because all of them is, I realized that a lot of these people is so monitoring and trying to figure out. Yeah, I was open about my story. Yeah, I talked about certain things in my life. So, and? Is a crime when y'all giving 22,000 likes to men crying about stupidness? And I'm over here talking about real shit? But because the hate is so thick, and it's because people, you know what I realized in my life? And I used to think it was something because I was like, people don't like me. And then that's true. People, they don't. I don't care. But I realized that people just want to make me feel a certain kind of way because I have so much love for myself. I can laugh by myself, have a party by myself. Ain't no loneliness over here. I even speed up my videos 2 times and laugh at myself how I be like, I do that stuff to cheer up myself, to love myself more. Let me tell you something about me. A long time ago, I was a child that watched a lot of shows to feel good about me imagining and feeling good about dreaming, looking in the clouds. I always looked in the clouds, and I was always looking at the clouds, and I was like, wow. And I always look at the shape and all that kind of stuff. And I used to feel guilty because I'm like, you're a dreamer. Keep your head out the clouds. Stop trying to remake. Like, I was very creative. So even older people would compliment me and be like, wow, I like your style and this, that, whatever. I was never like a regular youth. I always gravitated to oldies. Like, I was like 13 listening to Peter Tosh, Bob Marley, Bunny and the Wailers, all those kind of stuff. Like, I listened to conscious lyrics. I listened to a lot of old songs that told stories, jazz, blues, people that scat, because I know that's it's all different things that excite me. I still listen to some of these things to this day. And I really have an old soul. So I realize that when I talk to people, they probably look at me and be like, oh, she's, they always have their own, I guess, first impression or a value or whatever, opinion or whatever you want to call it. So I'm always look through the glass. That's every time people meet me, it's always a look through. So, and with my mind, I'm always looking at people unconditionally because I don't know you, I don't know where you come from, and I just always care about people. But I'm not gonna change that because I'm still gonna say, have a good day, even though people don't watch those videos. They rather when I'm loud or obnoxious, cursing and being ignorant and all of that. So I realized that I was attracting low vibrational. So I was ready to delete. But then I said, you already deleted like 2 pages. I actually deleted, 2 pages. And I said, you know what? Don't do that. Don't delete your Facebook. Don't delete. I don't really care about Instagram and TikTok or whatever. I really don't care. I just put whatever. But I'm on there because I'm friends with my daughters. So, I like to like their stuff or if they interact with me, whatever. But A lot of times they don't even interact, so but I don't really care neither. But at the end of the day, I just realized that I'm not gonna get rid of all that stuff because I like there was one lady I watched and she said don't fin don't finish with oh no finish what you started. Finish what you started. And I have to do that. And that's what I'm going to continue to do. I'm going to continue to post, whether people subscribe or don't subscribe. I'm going to continue to be me and do what I want and do what I feel. I'm so sick and tired of clowns and dead weight and hate. So I'm going to be expressive and I'm going to talk whatever I want to talk. So I have my Diane Parkinson, which is my government name. And the last name I cannot stand because it was by the man that helped with the birth process. Um, I really wish, so that's why I changed my name to Nakbulan because, like I said, it came to me in a dream and it was like a male voice that I heard. And I've been wanting that. I haven't even looked up the meaning. It's just something that came to me and I've used it and that is my name. Nakbulan, I don't know, it feels powerful. I like it. Nakbulan, Nakbulan, Nakbulan. I like it. If you want to call me Knock for short, because I'm knocking down them doors. You know what I'm saying? I'm knocking down the oppression. I'm knocking down the people that's trying to humble me. I'm knocking down my trauma. I'm knocking down my past. Get from me. You understand? So all the people that I had in my life, and especially this one gentleman that did let me stay with him when I was going through my problems with my daughter and I came out of jail. And what I want to say is, I never wanted to be with you because you didn't bathe your skin and you didn't take showers and you will sleep in your clothes and wake back up and go to work in the same clothes. And you gave me a dirty rag that gave me a rash. And you said it was clean. And I think you're depressed. I think you need to go to therapy because I don't deal with people that drink Bud Light early in the morning for breakfast. So I should have never blocked my throat chakra about that. But sometimes you gotta let people know what the real is. I would never say your name because you said I was dramatic. And when I was explaining my story to you, any man that I cannot speak to or express my story to or try to dismiss me, you know why I left. I'm telling you now. It's a couple of dudes too. When I was in my low vibrational stage, dating younger and all this foolishness, I wish I never met that little motherfucker neither. And his family and their low vibrational ass. I wish I never met them motherfuckers. And then I'm too nice. I'm always giving to people that would kick me in my fucking ass in the head. And then piss on me and tell me it's rain. So anyway, that's neither here or there. That's in the past. But yeah, there was curse words today because I was in my spirit. And God knows my heart. So that's the only person I care about or that's going to condone me or judge me. Because at the end of the day, that's what's going to happen. I'm going to be talking to God. That's you. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that. It's already 39 minutes on the timer. But have a great Friday. I'm going to enjoy my weekend. It's going to be a nice weekend. And I'm going to be still on my high vibration, posting my AI videos. Who cares if y'all like it or not? The AI haters. And so that's all. That's it. I try to come as consistent as I can. I try to do this when everybody's sleeping so you can hear me and there's no noise in the background and then there's no distraction with me pausing the video. So thank you for joining Goddess Nakbulan where we raise our vibrations high. And I'm still learning my Miranda for when I open up the video. So, welcome to Goddess Nakbalan, where divine light meets daily affirmation. Here we rise in faith, speak life, and walk in the power of the Most High. Goodbye.